welcome back to
The Latin Minute.
Thank you, friends, for coming back and listening to us chat. For you that don't know me, my name is Betty, and I'm here with my best friend, Fausto.
Hi, Betty. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. So basically, when you're listening to us, it's like chiming into one of our regular phone conversations where we basically talk about anything and everything.
Yeah.
But before we get started, we always like to give an honor to our mothers, and with something that every Latin kid heard growing up, especially on Saturday. Levántate y ponte a limpiar. That means to get up and start cleaning for you guys that don't know Spanish, but I'm sure you're going to learn some good Spanish words here.
But
some
at least
may be appropriate, some may not. I don't know. That's up to you.
you take it the way you want it.
Use it with caution.
If you want to use it personal, use it otherwise.
Yes.
Sell it for $9.99.
And don't forget, you can also follow us on Facebook because we do post videos of us chatting here. And you can see that through Facebook. Visit The Latin Minute. Give us a follow. Give us some love, and we'll give you some love back. So anyway, we are all festive today. So if you don't know, what does your shirt say, by the way?
Oh, my shirt says...
Yes, feeling jolly.
I'm feeling Jolly Barton.
I'm feeling kind of jelly.
I'm
Jolly?
jelly. My belly is jelly.
Today we're all decked out in our red. We're celebrating the what is it? How do you say that word?
¿Cuál si no has dicho ninguna?
Anticipación de las Navidades. I can't talk. You know what it is? Oh, I gotta tell you. Did I tell you about my Nespresso machine?
Yes, you did.
Okay, I did.
Did we make... you know what? Talking about espresso machines.
Yes.
Have you got an espresso machine that you make a cappuccino? Does your espresso machine like the foam?
I don't know.
Milk foam?
I got I got the Nespresso machine that I just got. And that one works. It does like shots of coffee.
Yeah, just the shots
all
of
that
coffee.
Stuff.
Yeah, because you mentioned to me that you got an espresso. But you have another one which is just the Cuban shot.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That one's the one that has the foam. That has a little steam that comes out of the
now,
side.
have you ever done a cappuccino?
Not really. I always
Are
like
you
café
into
con
like
leche.
foam?
Sometimes.
Or are you more into like the shut me so I can be wired up?
That's how I feel today. I think I probably had like 4 coffees today. So I'm going to skip that coffee time right now because I am like so wired. Like, it's crazy. But I don't know. So we've got Christmas coming up, and we've got a lot of things coming up in December. My birthday's in December. We've got Grinch Fest that we just did too, which is amazing. We'll talk more about that next week because we're going to have pictures and everything up there. But we also are talking about you are leaving us for Christmas, right?
I know. Are you going to miss me?
We have celebrated so many holidays together in the past 4 years that I don't even...
Oh my God.
Or more than 4 years.
You unlock another memory right now.
How long have we been friends?
Oh
like
my
6?
God, for like 7 million years. Do you remember that time that I was here?
Is that before I had wrinkles?
I know. And then look at us.
No.
When it got
Before I got
girls again. Do you remember that New Year's Eve that I was a little bit tipsy? And I accidentally... not accidentally.
You called your mother.
My mom.
Drunk as hell.
Exactly. And then I go ahead.
Let's just put it out there.
Drunk as...
Allegedly.
Allegedly, that coffee that you gave me was a little extra strong. And I video called my mom.
Did I have a Kahlua?
And then my mother just said to me, call me when you're fine.
Call me when you feel better.
And then your husband was right next to me. And he just looked at me and said like,
did you just call your mother?
Did you just call your mother? Oh, you stop. And I'm like, I don't know, did I? And I don't remember nothing after that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a very interesting night. We still talk about that one. But we've had so many fun nights. Remember that when we went to St. Pete and we went to the dog bar?
Oh my God, what was that? Is that a commercial?
Yeah. So we...
Talking about commercials.
Let's talk about commercials.
Okay. There is this commercial, Coca-Cola, the polar bear. Have you seen it?
Which one? There's always they've been doing the polar bear
forever.
For a while,
So
right?
since I'm a kid, I remember seeing those polar bear Coca-Cola polar bear.
Polar bear.
You know what I'm trying to say. El oso polar.
El polar, el oso polar.
A white bear.
Yeah.
And then, I remember since I'm a kid.
Do they have a new one this year?
Oh my God. Yeah, that one. Since I'm a kid.
That's from 1999. That's not this year.
1993.
Yeah, this is how
I
long
was
this
3
has been
years
going
old.
on. You were a baby bear.
I know. I was a butterfly, actually.
Aww.
But for me, every time that I see those commercials, I feel a kid again.
Best holiday commercial, go. Which one do you think it is? Like
The
for
polar
you.
bear.
For you, for sure, it's
The polar bear, Coca-Cola. Because I remember that I was a kid. I was with my grandparents.
Yeah.
And it just brings back that memory to just feel, even though that Honduras is hot as hell,
Yeah.
just seeing the polar bear with the snow and the Coca-Cola trucks pulling into a little random town and start delivering the Coca-Cola, it just made me feel like I was in the
So when
in the
we're
North Pole.
we're scrolling through all these different ads here for Coca-Cola, and which we are not sponsored by Coca-Cola by any way, but if Coca-Cola would like to send us an endorsement, we are wearing red and we are looking at the commercials right now talking.
Just saying.
But they're very nostalgic. They're very they make you feel like it's Christmas.
I know.
Do you remember watching Univision?
Mm-hmm.
Navidades de colores con el 23.
No, I don't remember
Nuestro canal. I actually entered that competition one year and I won.
You did?
As
and
a
what was the
kid.
competition? Because maybe I didn't have that in Honduras.
So in Univision, it's a local Spanish channel. For you guys that don't know, so we have Univision, we have Telemundo. Univision was very popular, especially in Miami, because they had offices in Miami. And every year for Christmas, they would have a competition where you would submit artwork as a kid. So our teacher, she said, okay, we're gonna make Christmas pictures and we're gonna submit them to Univision, and maybe you'll win something. And they submitted all our class pictures and I won.
Oh my
for
God.
making, I think it was a snowman and Santa Claus. It was a whole Christmas thing. And I actually won a big giant basket with all kinds of toys and stuff in it. And
With
it was,
chicharrón.
and yeah. No and then you actually went to a ceremony that was at a big at Miami-Dade. The community college, they had the auditorium. And no, it wasn't at Miami-Dade. Where was it? It was next to St. Michael's. There was a big big concert, where they do plays and stuff. And then we got to sit there and they called our names up and they gave us little awards, and then they put our artwork on the TV in between commercials for the news. So
And you won that.
Yeah, so every now and then you would have Navidades de colores con el 23 nuestro canal, and then your picture will pop up on the TV.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And that's when you realized that the show business was your thing.
I loved it. I was everybody was so scared to go on stage, and I was like, give me the microphone. No, I'm just kidding.
darn.
I'm just kidding. But no, I used to be really shy back then, believe it or not.
Aw.
Yo tenía una pena. Ay, yo me moría. I couldn't even order food. If we went to McDonald's, my dad would be like, ¿Qué tú quieres? I'm like, and I would whisper it to him. And then he would have to tell the lady because I would not talk to people. I was so embarrassed to say things. I don't know why. And then I got over it. And then I haven't shut up since. Then I'm like,
I love it. You know what? I unfortunately I can't relate to that because I didn't have that competition where I was coming
I wonder if we
from.
can look it up so you could see it. It's called
Betty takes over Univision.
Univision. And next word is Navidad. Navidad.
DADA.
And then D. The next word is DE. Colores, which is colors. See right there. Go click on that. Let's see. Okay, click the commercial. 2011. Let's see if it's that one. The 13 seconds. That may be it. Let's see. They used to have the little song. That was the important part, was the song. Oh, this is a Felicidades Fiestas. Oh man, if we could find the friggin' thing, that was so cool. But anyway, I love that. I love doing that, and that was so much fun. And they had like a little cute little commercial with like the little kids and stuff, and it made you cry like as a grown up. Look, there it is. They had the little 2007. Oh, how cute. Mine was way before that, so yeah, I was probably like one of the original kids on there, probably before there was a camera. Who knows? But anyway, it was so much fun. Well. Let's talk about fun commercials. So you have the Polar Bear commercials, your favorite. My runner-up, I'm going to nominate Publix.
Publix. Oh, yes. I like Publix.
Publix commercials are
so family oriented,
heartwarming, and so beautiful over the holidays. Now, the one that I saw this year, obviously, we're still early for Christmas, so I haven't seen a Christmas Publix one yet. But they put one out on Thanksgiving. I literally, I was watching it and I wanted to cry. It was the sweetest thing. Here it is. If you want to hear it.
No broccoli in the casserole, right?
No. Hey, Dad. Can I sit at the grown-ups table this year?
We'll see.
Happy Thanksgiving.
He's like,
Look at that.
Everything, grabbing your food, helping with dinner. You know, he's so proud of himself. He wants to be like a grown-up, you know? And his dad's like,
Hey, Liam.
No way.
Yes. Got that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sourdough starter for like months now. So every day I do.
When you
Late 1700s, diving into
Well, why don't you keep an eye on the little ones for me?
Just got done renovating it. It's completely different. Like the chairs are like super comfy.
Hey, guys.
I love that commercial this year. I thought it was like so adorable because
You're even crying, girl.
Publix does this to me. It makes me cry.
I love it. That's one of the reasons why I go to Publix, probably, because it makes me feel like this is a safe shopping place.
Oh my god! Yeah. Where shopping is a pleasure.
It is inexpensive.
Except on BOGO. Go get a BOGO. But yeah, that commercial just really, really moved me because I was like, oh my god, like you want your kids to grow up and all that stuff, but at the same time you don't. And then, but when you see them like doing things like adults, you're like, oh my gosh, look at how much they've grown. But then at the same time, you're like, they're still kids, you know? Like he wants to be with the kids, but he doesn't want to be with the kids, you know? So it was really cute. It was moving.
It
I loved
looks
it.
that you, my friend, are already ready. You are ready for the Christmas.
I put up my Christmas tree right the day before Thanksgiving. I got that going. I've been shopping like crazy for, you know, I was getting ready for Grinch Fest and all that stuff like we've all been doing. And that's a whole like nonstop shopping to get everything going. But I haven't really shopped for like gifts. Right now, all we've been doing is like pretty much buying things that we actually need. You know, like crazy enough, my TV blew up like right after like, I don't know, like sometime last week or whatever. You couldn't turn it on. And it was like, how did that just happen? And I was like, oh, okay, well, this is a great opportunity to tell my husband, Merry Christmas, let me buy you a TV because I didn't know what to get you.
I love it.
But, you know, like it's just, that's what we've been doing. I really don't want to, I don't focus too much on the presents, you know, except for my son and stuff like that. But I like to plan experiences and I like to do stuff like, so my husband and I, we plan like different experiences, things to do in the future, concerts to go to or places to go check out. And we enjoy that because it's kind of like we extend Christmas, you know, throughout the year because we're like, hey, how about we just buy each other, you know, tickets to a certain concert that's taking place, I don't know, in February or whatever. And now you're excited because you know you're going to that. And then we make a whole weekend out of it, you know. That's kind of our you know, what we like to do. And I think that like for friends, we should do like,
I'm listening.
You're like, yeah, my gift card, where is it at? No.
Where is my gift card? Thank you.
I
Where's
think
my
we
hotel
should
reservation?
I think that we should definitely do like a get together, like go out, maybe like so it's no pressure on anybody that we don't have to cook and do all that stuff. Like, let's go plan like a nice restaurant or something where we can like go hang out.
I love they said no pressure, as you put it in a podcast for everybody to understand that we're gonna go out and do something.
Merry
no
Christmas.
Pressure.
You buy my dinner and I'll buy yours. There you go.
Let's
Merry
do it.
Christmas.
You
That's
buy me a drink and I get you a drink.
right. I mean, isn't that what Christmas is supposed to
know-
be? Fun and like not. I don't know.
I think our friendship, and I think if you're listening to me, you might not, but our friendship is based on spending a lot of time together.
Yeah.
And I think we have give each other gifts, not as much physical gift. I don't think that we have given a lot of gift, which is fine.
No.
I'm not a person that gives gifts or expect you
Randomly.
to give me a gift. I don't randomly hear.
Yeah, if I see something that
Something
reminds
minor.
me of
Yeah.
you, I'm like, oh, look, Fausto
Love
would
it,
like
but
that.
I think our friendship has based on spending a lot of quality time, whether it's in your house, whether it's in a restaurant, whether it's in a vacation, whether it's working together, whether doing this podcast. I think our friendship is based on we invested in our time, which is the most
and creating memories.
and more. I will always say,
Does it make you
time-
feel uncomfortable when someone gives you a lot of stuff? Like just random, like all the time. Like
Yeah.
it makes
Oh
me
my God,
uncomfortable.
yes.
Like I'm just like I don't know how
Me
to
too.
repay you, and I don't like our
No.
relationship to feel like I have to repay you for all the things that you keep giving me.
No. I'd rather you give me your time, respect,
Yes.
and loyalty. That's
Yeah.
the best gift I can take.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
That's the most expensive gift you can get me. Your respect, your loyalty, and your time. If you cannot give me that, well, we're just acquaintance, and let's just keep it like that.
Oh,
Damn!
sass.
I'm just saying.
Sassy.
And I think we have invested a lot of time. And then, don't get me wrong, we have had our, not that many, but we have had differences.
Yeah.
The four of us. But I believe
Yeah.
that we have able to manage it.
We
or
navigate
get
through them, we grow through them.
yeah. Or we get drunk and then we forget.
And then we
about
forget about that they happen. But yeah, definitely. So like we've been buying like little things for the house and things like that. So we got, like I told you, the Nespresso machine was one of them. So I have a December birthday. So having my birthday literally like
just-
yesterday.
Did you just did that?
Yeah, I'm just saying. It is Christmas and birthday, they get mixed, you know, because that's just the way it is. I've had that my whole life. Like, for example, my mom would buy me like a pair of shoes and then I would get the socks for Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of like, oh, well, you're like 7 days away from Christmas. You can wait. we're gonna split your gift in half, so you don't feel like you didn't get anything for Christmas.
Now,
And-
are you
Yeah.
a last minute gift? Like, if you have to give somebody a gift, are you the person with the last minute? Because 100% I am.
really?
I never just start planning. I'm gonna give this.
I just
gift
lock
and I'm
my
gonna go
door.
just literally like go above and beyond and start researching months before.
Yeah.
No, I got better things to do.
No, I lock my door and shut the windows and pretend I'm sick. I think
Oh, that's the reason why you didn't answer the phone call yesterday.
Sorry. No, I mean, if you want to bring me like something you baked or, you know, like,
Are we going to food now?
I'm all about it. Yeah, bring me that. But you don't have to go buy me nothing expensive.
No, but don't you feel that cooking a good meal for somebody is like the times that I come to your house and you
Yeah.
break something that it's not your daily what do you say, daily dish?
Yeah.
And you did something above and beyond that. I feel your love.
Like when
right
I make
there.
you arroz relleno. I know your
Oh my-
husband
and
dies for
And
that.
that was the first time that I tried arroz relleno cubano.
Yeah.
I think thanks to that, I think I'm still trying to burn those calories. And that was like 3 years ago.
That was fine. That's
That
fine.
was delicious. It was delicious.
We did get a bread maker.
Oh yes, you did.
Yes. So my husband in the past like 3-4 days that we got the bread maker has made about 17 loaves of bread.
Okay.
Like every time he turns around, he's baking something. And we actually had an incident where he was putting the bread out to cool. He made like this beautiful blueberry bread. And it looked, and it smelled amazing. It looked beautiful. And when we walked away and we were watching TV, come back in the kitchen, my dog got on the counter and ate the entire thing.
And then probably your husband was blaming everybody.
Yeah, he's like, what do you, well, he goes to my son, what? You could have at least left me a slice. Like, why'd you eat the whole bread? And my son's
my
like, what are you
God.
talking about? And then, I mean, that kid never comes out of his room, you know, unless you ring the dinner bell. And then he comes and asks me, he's like, Betty, where'd you put the bread? Because
Yeah.
normally I do the Latina thing and I hide it in the microwave. You know, like when we're done with it, I go and I put it in the
most
microwave.
Latina, and then you
Yeah.
put the pots and fry pots in your
In my
The
oven.
stove?
Yes.
in the oven.
In the oven.
Oh my God, you're so Hispanic.
And then before, but now I'm not allowed to do this anymore because my husband told me that I'm going to burn down the house. But I used to save like all the plastic bags, you know, like from like Publix
Yeah.
and like when you go grocery shopping.
Uh-huh.
And I used to stick them in the little thing at the bottom of the oven. my whole life. That's where, like, if you needed, I never threw away a plastic bag. Now, ask me for a plastic bag. I don't have one. I never have one because I'm white now.
Well, I have a cat, so my plastic bags are like that's toilet paper for the cat. I have to pick up the poop in the how do you say it? The sandbox.
Oh, the kitty litter.
The kitty litter. So when I do, it's just every time that I go to a supermarket,
I always forget
have
that
to
you have
say
a
that.
cat. I always forget.
Yeah, I have a cat. So yes, for me,
That's so weird. A gay guy with a cat. Oh
doesn't
wait,
exist.
yeah.
Are you bullying me?
I am a little bit. But you also had a dog, so that kind of leveled it out.
I know.
You know.
I know. I miss my dog. Unfortunately, he passed away. He was like 13 years old though. We give him the best life.
Yeah.
We give it the best life. So we're expecting a lot of food this Christmas.
Yeah. So anyway, when we go out to, I definitely, for real, we need to do, I know you're going to go to Honduras and you're going to go on vacation and all stuff for Christmas, but you'll be back. And maybe even before you go, like we should plan like a dinner where we can go out and have fun and just enjoy each other's company and make that our Christmas, you
Let's
know?
do it.
Let's do that. Speaking of going out and enjoying dinner, one of the things that we were talking about, and I'm going to bring this up because this was a great conversation that Fausto had. We were kind of starting before we started this show about it, about rude people with waitresses and service workers.
Hold on, let me just
and
get
waiters.
seated better so I can address this conversation.
We were talking about this, and we were talking about how unattractive and how automatically it makes us like dislike that person, like immediately. Like you could be the best person on the planet, and the minute that you sit down at a table with us and you are rude to the staff that's trying to help you, the service industry, and you're rude, like immediately that's such a turn off for me. I see you like what? Like I don't even want to talk to you anymore.
No.
You know, like I'm embarrassed. Like it makes me. Is that weird that sometimes I feel embarrassed for other people when they don't realize how embarrassing they are. Does that make sense?
No, absolutely. I feel like
Me da pena.
pena ajena.
Like why am I here with this person? Like this makes it makes me feel like people are gonna think that I'm like that too.
Oh my God, that's true.
Me da pena because I'm like I am not
true.
like that. I promise. I'm just like with this person who's sitting at this table, and I did not realize that they were going to be mean to you guys. But yeah, that was like one of the things that we were talking about, and I just want everybody to realize that this holiday season, there's a lot of people that take on extra jobs. There's people that take on extra catering, jobs as servers and things like that. They probably have 2-3 jobs on top of this stuff, and they're trying their hardest to provide for their families and give their kids a good Christmas. Like, let's just be nice. Can we just be nice?
I know. That's so simple.
So
be nice.
simple.
Stop finding
reasons
How do I say?
reasons to make people feel bad.
Exactly. If
Let's
you are
stop.
frustrated in your personal life and you think that you found the perfect person or the perfect victim so you can drain your frustration,
Yeah.
and you pick a waiter because in your head,
Yeah,
that's a person that's below you and you want to drain all of your personal frustration,
which they're not.
do it away from me.
Yes, I don't want to see it.
Do
I don't
it
want to be
away
part
from
of
me
it.
because if you start being rude, unnecessarily rude to a waiter, that just tell me that
And
you're
I've never-
freaking insecure as hell.
I've never worked in like as a waitress or anything like that, but I understand how hard it is. Like people don't get the concept that the waiter is not the person that
cook
you're
your
mad
food
at.
to
Like,
begin with.
they're trying their best to keep the client or the customer happy, and then they're trying the best to keep, make everything as comfortable as possible. And then they also have to deal with the kitchen, who may be having a bad day, who may be behind, who may have, is doing whatever. And now they're mad too. So the server still has to put a smile on their face after their employee, their coworker basically says, hold on, you gotta wait because this is awkward. And then you gotta walk out. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Your meal is gonna be a few minutes late. They're a little backed up on the kitchen. You gotta find a nice way to say it, even though the guy just yelled at you.
Yeah.
Like these people they're like the customer service of the restaurant. So you have to understand that they're trying their hardest, man. And it's just not you, especially in the holidays. There's like 20 tables, that they're helping.
They're high demand, and not just that. We are in high season here in Southwest Florida, so we get more residents, more visitors, more everything. So there's high demand, there's high pressure, and sometimes in the kitchen things go wrong. I've never worked in a kitchen, but it's obviously things go wrong, and then
have you ever like complained about your meal and been like, take it back? You know,
Only-
like one of those people.
No, one time I returned my dinner
Yeah.
because the chicken was raw in the middle.
Oh.
So I went to like, hey, excuse me, just look at
You
this.
weren't
it's still
rude
raw.
about it. You were just,
Why
hey,
would
I
I
just
be
want to
rude?
bring.
No,
yeah.
they went above and beyond to redo the thing and quickly, and they didn't charge me. Guess what? If I would have been rude as hell, I probably ended up with a cooked chicken with a layer of speed, probably.
Ah. No, you know what? And it's funny. Like if they ever comp me for something that's a mistake, because sometimes I won't even return it, but I just won't eat it.
Sometimes
And I'll just I'll eat the stuff around it. Like, okay, well the steak wasn't that great. There was like something wrong with it, or it was like really undercooked. Like I don't like super bloody. I know it's not blood, but whatever.
not
To
blood,
me, in
but
my
it's-
mind,
in your
it's
body,
blood.
it's blood, yeah.
Okay, and I don't like that. So and I don't like it well done either. I'm the middle. I like it like pink, but not bloody, and I don't like it overcooked and whatever. And I
And
know
black.
that sometimes they can hit it right on the head and it's like perfect, and then sometimes it's not, and I'm okay with that. Like I get it. Sometimes it's just the way it is. And I'll just eat around it, the pieces that I consider okay for my temperature that I like. And they'll come by and be like, "Is everything okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine, no worries." And they'll come back, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And then like sometimes they've been like unsatisfied with the fact that I'm not like eating the whole thing.
Yeah.
And they'll come back and be like, "Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a dessert because I know that you didn't eat your food." I'm like, "No, you don't have to do that. Like I'm okay. It's okay. It's okay." I'm like, "I'm just gonna go home, pop it in the microwave for a minute, and they'll be fine." But I have a, if it's like completely the wrong meal, then I'll say,
That is
hey,
completely
that's
different, though.
the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Or like if they forgot, like let's say if I ordered, like sometimes I don't want to have like French fries, I'll want to have a mashed potato instead of a French fry, and then I'll be like, and they still bring you the French fries because that's the original, thing that they did, and I'll be like, hey, I asked for a mashed potato, is it okay? And then they'll be like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll bring that out to you too." And then they'll bring me both, and I'm like, "Okay, well, I got French fries too."
Didn't want to eat them both.
Whatever. But
you know,
you gotta be kind. You gotta be kind. People make mistakes. Things happen. The kitchen sometimes things get lost in translation. Nobody's perfect. None of us are perfect. Just be patient with everybody, except for Fausto. He's perfect. Just have patience because this is a very, very stressful time of year. Even though it's supposed to be the happiest time of year, but it's very stressful for a lot of parents. So
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? When you are rude to a waiter, you just not ruin probably that person moment or workflow or whatever, however that person process a bad moment, but you just ruined probably the rest of that person's shift, and then you ended up frustrated. You ended up angry the rest of the afternoon because whatever scene you created. You know what?
Yeah.
I have a saying. I choose my own battles. How do you say it?
battles.
And fighting with a waiter is not
It's not one of
those.
them. Yeah.
No, darling.
So-
I'm not gonna fight for somebody that I'm gonna poop in 5 hours.
So let's do this. This is something I used to do, and I haven't done it in a while, but I think I should get back to it. When I used to go have dinner or lunch or something, I would sometimes ask my server to, may I please speak to the manager? And then they'll be like, "Oh my God, is everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely, everything's fine." And they'll be a little bit nervous. But then when the managers came out, I would always let them know how well of a service I received and how wonderful they were and blah, blah, blah. And I would just give them props, because they were like, they went above and beyond to, be like super nice and helpful. And they really did provide good service. And so many times the managers of the restaurants would tell me, we get called over the table a lot. And it's never for a good reason. He goes, it's nice to come over here and hear something nice regarding our servers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I wish everybody else would do that. So maybe we should get back into the swing of that. And maybe that's something we should do for Christmas when we go do our Christmas dinner.
Yes, let's go ahead and do that.
Yes.
But just put it in a notepad because I have the memory of Dory of Nemo.
Yeah.
So I'll forget about it.
Have you seen the ones where people they all pull in and they say, okay, we're gonna all put in like $20 or $50 or whatever, and then they give that to the server as a gift?
No, I never seen that. Let's just do that.
Let's do that.
Like if we have economically the possibility to do it that day,
Yes.
let's just go ahead and remind me though.
And
Put it
then
in your calendar.
That'll be our
Hey,
gift.
Siri, remind me.
Yeah, that'll be our gift
No.
to them for their Christmas instead of us buying each other. I mean, we
Yeah.
see each other, we love each other, we know we love each other.
Absolutely. I hope that person that
would
help
love
us
to
with
do
the
that
food
instead.
is nice.
So if
too.
you're gonna spend $50 on me, then just put it in an envelope, and if I'm gonna spend $50 on you, I'll put it in, and then we'll give it to the
Pinky
server.
promise.
Let's do it. Pinky promise.
Up. But we're not right next to each other. That by the way, we're in different studios. I'm in Honduras. She's in Africa, and like that.
Yeah.
But we do Pinky Promise.
Oh, you guys. Okay, well,
Anyway.
we're going to wrap this session of our Latin Minute. But before we go, as always, we love to...
Muévelo.
Thank you for tuning in with us and having fun with us. And we'll come back for more. We've got only a few more episodes till the end of the year.
Thank you for having me.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Forget everything that you thought you knew.